Hello students. So as you are observing today we are going to discuss about new topic algebra. What is algebra? Algebra is a branch of mathematics in which we are using some variables which is unknown to us. How we solve this one? Let's start. Variable means something which varies on time to time or depend upon conditions. Suppose we earn 1 rupee in a day. So in first day how many rupees I earn? It's a 1 rupees. First day I earn 1 rupees. Clear, 1 rupee, and every day I am earning 1 rupee. So what rupee I earn on 5th day? It must be 5th rupee. Means every day increases or decreases with respect to day. Our earning is more. So this is known as your variable. This type of concept is known as your variable. This variable we can easily understand but with the help of some more thing. For example, I am saying that in 1 hour we travel 15 kilometer by using cycle 15 kilometer. So how many distance we cover in 3 hours? As we know that in 1 hour we travel 15 kilometer. So in 3 hours with a constant speed we travel 45 kilometer. 15 3 is 45 kilometer. So question asked to you, if that number of r is unknown to us, suppose that unknown is a, so how much distance you cover in ar? A may be any number, it's maybe 1, maybe 100. So we can easily say कि in 1 hour we can travel 15 kilometers. So in AR we can travel 15 into 1 15, 15 into 3 45. So 15 into a kilometer. A value of a may be 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 5, maybe infinity. This symbol is known as for infinity, means that number is not defined. We talk about this later. But first, in place of a, if we put any number, any natural number, we have the value. Suppose a is 1 hour, so 15 into 1, it's a 15. Or we can understand this thing more the easiest way, that is your likewise. It's a 15 into 1 kilometer. We use this in bracket. Clear? 15 into 1 kilometer. What about 2 hour? It's a 15 into 2 kilometer. 3 hour, 15 into 3 kilometer. If this series continues and we have an unknown number, that is variable n, in n hour it's a 15 into n kilometer, where n is any natural number. N is any natural number. So this is your variable. So what we are using, this is known as your variable. Clear? And this variable comes from different observations of the particular experiment or particular process. This is known as your variable. Hope this thing is clear. In algebra, in place of number, for the quantity which change time to time, that is your variable. Time to time, for that quantity we use representation of any English alphabet. We use English alphabet for representing a variable. Hope this variable part is clear to you. Now move to the matchsticks pattern. I told to you in last information that all of you must learn matchsticks pattern and variables. So this is your explanatory videos of matchsticks pattern. Suppose we are going to frame an alphabet L by using matchsticks. So as you know that matchsticks something look like this one, some clear. This is your gunpowder, phosphorus, clear. This is your first figure. In second figure we are using this one or another one, this one. This is your second figure. Now in third figure, this is a little bit shiny due to the light, so I am using this part. This is your third figure. This one is your third figure. So how you see in first figure, how many matchsticks we have? 1, 2. In second, 1, 2, 3, 4. In third, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have to find out the relationship between the number of figure and number of matchsticks used in each figure. So here we have 2 matchsticks. First figure 2 matchsticks means what? Second figure 4 matchsticks, 2 into 2 4. In third figure 6 matchsticks, 2 into 3 6. Likewise you have to find out the pattern. So in first figure we have total number of matchsticks 2. In second figure I am telling one more thing. In third figure, actually these results, these parts, we observe, we count from the figure. Clear? Matchsticks used in first figure 2, second figure 4, third figure 6. But if we observe that for making one figure we need 2 matchsticks. So for making one figure we need 2 matchsticks. Total number of matchsticks 2. Total number of matchsticks is 2. R2. In second figure, for one figure 2, other figure 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. But if we find the uniformity, so 1 into 2, 1 represents this, 1 represents number of figure. So again this 2 represents number of figure 2, this represents number of figure 3, and this part is constant. 2 is always constant. So after variable in matchsticks pattern we found some relationship. So here we have 1 into 2, 2 into 2 and 3 into 2 to get the total number of result of each and every figure. What we are observing that this 2 is a constant. Clear? This 2 is repeating itself in every pattern, every arrangement. So how we find out the relationship? By using algebra. It's a very easy. If you unable to understand, see this video twice or thrice, this part. In first figure, number of matchsticks 2, what is the relationship? 1 into 2. In second figure, number of matchsticks 4. So how we find out the relationship between this number of figure and this matchsticks pattern? So 2 into 2, 4. In third figure, we have total number of matchsticks 6. 3 into 2, 6. So what we are observing, that this part is variable. It's always changing itself, so it is variable. This is your constant. So for n number of figure, number of matchsticks we don't know, so we write 2. 2 into n, it's a 2n. Here 2 into n. So likewise we can find out a pattern. This one is also known as the formula. N is a number of figure, where n is number of figure. If you are unable to understand this part, repeat this portion again and again and see how I am explaining. This is the easiest part. Now I am going to move to some more complex part. In last, just we discussed about a very simple pattern, matchsticks pattern. It's a L. Now I am going to discuss about one complex pattern. Just common example given in every book, so you can easily understand. It is about making a square or circle or whatever you want used. We are going to use matchsticks. Likewise, now this is your first figure. This is your first figure. Clear? I am going to draw likewise. In second figure, again we draw clear, this second figure. Again we have third figure. This is a third figure. So we are going to find out the pattern. In this type of question, first find out total number of matchsticks used. In this case, it's a 4. It's a 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are number of matchsticks. So how we find out? So we use another way, not the previous explanation for L, making L is simply to clear your concept. Now in this case we are going to frame some column, some table. First, number of figure, first one. Second, total matchsticks. Hope you can easily read this one because it's okay. Let me write some bigger one. Total matchsticks. And then this one is pattern. What is this pattern? That we already discussed, but in just one 2, and this one is 3. Clear? Now let's start. See this one. This is number of figure 1. Total mastics we have 4. Number of figure 2. Total mastics 7. Number of figure 3. Total mastics 10. This we leave for the variable one. So how you find? 1 into 4, it's a 4. 2 into 4, it's a 8, but here it's 7. 3 into 4, 12, but here it's 10. How we find the pattern? This is most important part to find the variable, find the pattern of the given mastics. In this case, we try to find out some common way. If we break likewise 1 in plus 1 into 3. So 1 plus 3, it's a 4. Then again, here we have number. Again we have, in this case, for second case, 1 plus 2 into 3. So 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7. Use this here in bracket. Again here 1 plus, wait a minute, here we are changing this part now. So here 3 into 3, we have 10 now. 3 3 is 9, 10. So what we are observing, that this part is only varying, that number of figure, 1 first figure, second figure, third figure. So if it's a n, so what is the total number of mastics? It's a 1 plus n into 3. So this is your general term, general formula for finding the number of mastics. That one is your total equals to 1 plus 3 into n means 3n. We can easily write down 3n. 3 into n, we can write down 3n. So this is your general formula. Clear? And this n is a number of figure. So for first figure, n is 1, 3 into 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. Likewise, we have to find out some similarities or some common pattern. This is known as your pictorial pattern or mastics pattern. Now next part is your number pattern. Let's start. Yes, number pattern. Actually, this is very smaller one, so avoid this one. And let's start for number pattern. Number pattern, suppose we are using some natural numbers. Natural numbers, for example, your 1, then 2, then 3, likewise up to n. So how we write this one? This we can write down 1 into 1, it's a 1 square. Hope you can easily understand. 1 into 1 or equals to 1 square. We have 1. Then wait, not 1 square, that is for different one. 1 into 1, it's a 1. Then 1 into 2, it's a 2. Then 1 into 3, it's a 3. Then 1 into n, it's a n. So this is a very simple number pattern. But if we use some more common things for natural number, it's a 1 equals to, I need 1 into 1, it's a 1. Then I need multiples of the same number. So 2 into 2, it's a 2 square. 3 into 3, it's a 3 square. 4 into 4, it's a 4 square. N into n, it's a n square. Here power is common. So this thing is always fixed and we have changing the base part. This is your square of the number. Or if we use the same pattern, what we have? 4, it's a 9, it's a 16, it's a n square. So we can easily write down. In this case, we can find out another pattern also now. Apart from this, I am writing over here 1 plus. I hope you can easily see the part, so it's not visible. So come to this side. It's a 1 plus 3 equals to, not for this, 1 plus 3 equals to 4, and this is also there. Now 1 plus 3, 4 plus 5, it's a 9. 1 plus 3 plus 5, it's a 9 plus 7, it's equals to 16. Similarly, we can increase likewise, but in this case it is difficult for us to find out the pattern. So for pattern we need to try this one. So this is for enough for your first exercise. In next video discuss some more questions so that you can easily understand the concept of algebra. That's all for today. Thank you.